Gotcha. Okay.
Surprise,
I think
motherfucker.
I think I think it's working. Perfect. Look at us.
We're visually represented.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna have like way more energy to be like, what the fuck is up? We're back.
Hmm.
But like not really. Let's just keep
No,
it.
now you just get to see our stupid mugs, you know?
Yeah. Which is kind of weird because like
Huh? I guess this isn't a mug. I was gonna say mug, but no.
I thought you meant like my face.
Cup and mug.
Mm. Um, I guess for anybody who doesn't know us personally, I'll reintroduce myself. I'm Brady. And
Evan, obviously.
that's
Do you think there's anybody who doesn't know
no,
what we
but
look
like
like?
I mean we have somebody from like Denmark or some shit. I just thought it'd be hello?
Oh yeah, that was a
That'd
huge
be
thing.
nice to
Um,
reintroduce ourselves. Where the fuck did
got
that
got,
go?
got some listeners in the UK and Denmark now, or not Denmark, the Netherlands.
You see, we were gonna do this cool little fun bit where I pretended I was Evan and Evan pretended he was me because we have this. Um,
I forgot
it's
about
not
that.
gonna work
No.
because most you know. I will say this. I wanna sense this for any of our listeners. I know that we say like DM us, and I'm gonna break the illusion that none of you ever fucking DM us. So,
A couple times.
we'll do a
But
poll.
we want more.
We'll do a poll on our story because I want now that we have a visual representation, I want people to wager whether me and Evan look alike because we think we do, and most people think we do. But it's
Well,
people
you have
think
a
we
funny
look.
story. You have a funny story about that.
Well, but my mom, bro. Okay, so we and Evan look alike. We look like two frumpy, sad dudes with beards and like messed up hair, and we both wear toques all the time. But and most people assume that we look alike. You either assume that we look really, really close to alike, almost identical, or you just go, they look nothing alike.
If you're checking boxes off like a basic list to describe a person we look alike, if you like
And so we look like
our...
every alcoholic guy who wears a Carhartt tee.
Yeah, and but if you compare our faces lined up together, we're not like twins or anything. It's just that we have similar.
It's also I think the
Aspects.
thing that we're like near each other. We're usually around each other like 24/7, so it's like easier to be like, oh, those guys look weirdly alike for two dudes that hang out. No, I walked into my house and I was getting dinner. So I was turned around getting dinner at like the stove. My mom just goes like, "Oh hi," and I was like, "What?" And then she was like, "I didn't know you were here." And I turned around. And she was like, "Oh, I thought you were Evan." And I was like, "What do you mean you thought what?" And she was like, "I don't know. I just thought you were Evan." She's like, "I thought maybe he was over and like you were in the bathroom or something." And I was like, "What the
I
fuck?"
just
In her
show up.
defense, I was
I
wearing
made
a
myself a
white
plate.
hoodie, which I never do, and I didn't have a hat on. And she was like, "Oh, I just assumed Evan just walked into the house and making himself a
You
plate
didn't
of
have a
like
hat on, and she still thought you were me.
from behind me, and you look more alike without a hat on."
Yeah, I guess your hair is pretty long. My hair's crazy long, but
Can't pick mine up, but it's getting there.
yeah.
It's just not bad.
I
think
like
you're
that when you described getting dinner, you acted like you were eating like with his hands. People listening who aren't seeing, he acted like he was eating dinner with his hands, and that's
you
what
know when
this
they
is.
say like in rap
This
songs, you're
Zoom
like
call is
cooking up the
doing.
pot.
Mhm. That's what he's doing.
I think
Oh.
our hair is like really close. I just don't think it's really close on top.
No, well, I don't know. We wear it differently, I think.
Wait, are you saying that your hair is like substantially longer than mine?
Yeah.
Really? I think, man, I don't know. Like mine hits
Anyways,
my shirt. I mean, you can't fucking
yeah.
see. There's no color correction here.
I can see
You
your hair.
measure. Like my top of my head is very, very short in comparison. But
Yeah, the top of your head goes like doesn't. I don't know. I pull mine all the way back because if I don't, it fucking falls like down to past my chin. That's
yeah,
how
mine
long
goes
it
to
is.
like here now, just like that.
I don't know. Winter pandemic, we can look like fucking disheveled
I don't give a fuck, man.
sailors
better.
or something.
I feel better now that I look like that. Now that I don't shave my face or cut my hair or do anything, I feel way better about myself now than I did when I had to like keep my hair trimmed up and like get my hair cut and go to a barber and stuff. You know what I mean? I have to check the weather because I don't know if you can see.
Outside, my curtains are closed right now.
Open them, bitches.
Huh?
Open them, bitches.
Oh, I thought
Go take a look.
I thought you said no
take a look.
bitches, and I was like, what, out my window?
You got no bitches at your window. No, go take a
Okay.
look.
Yeah, well, I just came inside like half an hour ago. I know it's snowing. I'm gonna have to go
Worse.
shovel after this.
It's worse.
Okay. 1 second. I'll be right. 2 seconds. Yeah, it looks the same as it did 20 minutes ago.
And it's way worse.
I'm gonna have to go shoveling after this.
Oh fuck, I forgot about shoveling. I'm just checking the weather right now because it says it's supposed to continue snowing past 6 p.m.
The weather as of January has just been fucking buns.
Yeah, it's gonna snow.
Like, just look at the snow and then also look at the temperatures. They fucking suck.
Bro, it's gonna snow till 3
They suck.
a.m.
Until 2. Yeah, I know. It's supposed to snow all day. Then it says snow Thursday, Friday as well. So there's nothing we can do about it, man. I don't know about people listening. I think we've talked about it already the last couple of weeks, but we can't help it. The seasonal depression.
Yeah.
I could see it. I could see it in Brady's eyes just now when I said those words. He was,
Dude, it's bad, man. It's like every time I feel good, I feel bad.
yeah. Well, it's like anytime like you wake up in the morning and you're like, okay, new day. Let's try to fucking do some good, And then you look out, you walk
Like
outside. No, like for yourself.
Social experiment.
Who cares
video?
about the world? For yourself.
Give homeless people $100.
No. And then you go outside and it's like, oh, it hurts.
It's just such buns, bro. I just want it to be over. I hate it. I hate it because like now you can't drive in this shit, so you can't even like go out.
Mm-hmm.
What am I gonna do? I can only play so much fucking Halo. Like bullshit, man.
You could read House of Leaves. I'm talking about that for a while.
Man, I don't know. It's such bullshit. It makes me so sad.
Oh, yes, sir. And January's gone by at like a snail's pace. We only have a week. We only have a week of it left. And then after that week, hey, lockdown's over. Lockdown's over the last day of January. Get back in the gym.
My guy looks 2 feet tall right now. Yeah, carry on. Get back.
My belly's out. My belly is all the way out right now. Yeah. Why'd I spring up like that?
You said, "Walk with me, Lord." You had some commune in like New Orleans where they're like, "Power of Christ," and you pop off, just touched your chin. You got hit with the television.
I don't know if I should look at you or look at the camera.
I'm looking at me. I'm looking at me on the screen. And
I'm looking at
when
me.
you talk, I look at you, but like, I'm not gonna talk like this.
It's a little awkward staring right into the camera
because I don't see you. So I'm just like, Yeah.
Apologies if you're not watching this, because it probably sounds a bit weird if you're on audio. But if you're on audio, hey, check out our YouTube.
Yeah,
Live from the void.
Nothing's really going to change. We just really wanted to get visual going.
Yeah, it's an option and it's another platform.
We're trying to not have to.
I'm gonna link the YouTube on our Instagram. I'm signed into the wrong account.
From the back of my arm's been so itchy lately.
I'm gonna link to the YouTube on Instagram and also in the description of the podcast. And you can go find it there.
Walk with me, Lord.
Walk with me, Lord. We haven't posted anything on YouTube yet, but it is just Live from the Void. So search Live from the Void on YouTube if you want. Please subscribe to us. If you dislike the video, nobody can see it anyway, so you might as well like it, because YouTube got rid of that shit. To spare our feelings.
If you're gonna subscribe to us on YouTube, it's youtube.com/game theory.
No, Brady, it's not.
Yeah, I'm Matt Pat.
No.
It's a theory.
No, it's youtube.com.
Yo, speaking of theories, can we talk about let's just jump into the actual podcast for fucking now. No,
sure. So are we talking about conspiracy theories?
Conspiracy theories. So me and Evan been on some conspiracy theories.
Shout out Wendigoon.
Shout out Wendigoon. If you want to watch the video, if you want to go along with us, we're watching the conspiracy. We've been kind of watching the conspiracy theory iceberg by the YouTuber Wendigoon, which by chance, if Wendigoon's listening to this, I'll do literally anything to have you on this podcast, please.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'll hunt Wendigos with you.
Everybody message Wendigo.
I'll go to Tennessee.
Does he have like social media? I don't even know. He does.
Follow him on
Okay.
Instagram.
Go
DMs
message
are open.
Wendigoon. Go message Wendigoon and tell him to come on our podcast because we'd love to pick his brain.
But he made a video about the iceberg, the podcast, or the on God,
The
conspiracy theory
Iceberg.
iceberg, which is like one of those diagrams where it's like the deeper it goes, the more weird it gets.
Mhm.
But I've been on this wave for a bit, and and Evan's now on this wave, which I'm really happy about. The Earth is hollow.
Let me tell you. Yes, we'll get to that. Let me tell you how far along I am, so you don't accidentally spoil anything for me.
If you're listening to this, I'm looking directly in the camera. The Earth is hollow.
I'm on tier 4, part 2, about halfway done that.
Fuck if I remember what the tiers are.
He just talked about the raining meat thing in like Kentucky or Illinois. Do you remember that?
Fish?
No, not fish. That was a different thing.
I was gonna say fish rain's a thing.
And they apparently tested the meat and it was human meat, and it wasn't like it didn't look like it got shot out of like a cannon or something. It was like it was raining meat.
Yeah, because if you're in Kentucky, that's such a thing you would do, is shoot a bunch of human meat out of a cannon.
And it happened in like pockets of areas. I think they're all in Kentucky. They're all in the Midwest. It happened in pockets.
I think that has to do with the I think that's probably like in the same vein as explaining raining fish kind of thing.
Well, fish makes more sense because like a fucking tornado.
Bro, I don't know if it does. I think scientists literally were just like, they picked them up out of the ocean. I don't know, tornado.
Well, yeah. Honestly, yeah, I guess so. Who the fuck knows, man? Like that's could it not get like sucked up into the atmosphere and fucking thrown like miles and miles away?
Meteorologist. All I know is that it happens in Fargo season 1.
Those are frogs. Were they fish? Frogs.
They're fish. No, because he does the thing with the crickets, but then like a literal fish hurricane happens at one point.
Oh, yeah.
Like way later.
Yeah, and Fargo is not near the ocean. It's in North Dakota.
No, it's because apparently it did happen in Fargo one time, and they use weird historical shit. Like in the second season, there's an entire arc about UFO sightings because they were like really common.
Yeah, so I rewatched episodes 1 and 2 of season 2 of Fargo because I never finished it, and what's his name? Kieran Culkin's character sees a UFO. And I was like, hey, what's up with that? So now I'm excited to finish it. I just finished Ozark, so now I can continue.
Fargo season 2, in my opinion, is better than Fargo season 1 to an extent.
Well, based on I'm an asshole, so I go to IMDb and I look at the episode guides and I look for the episodes that have high ratings and I get excited for them. And I'm an asshole, and I did that for Fargo, and they're rated way higher than anything in season 1.
Yeah, so, season 2, I think it's just because season 1 is like phenomenal as a cat and mouse, one character kind of thing, like Lauren Malvo and Lester. But season 2 has like this crazy wide cast. It encapsulates like 9 or 10 different groups of people.
I can't believe the cast in season 2 of that show.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Jesse Plemons, fucking Kirsten Dunst, Kieran Culkin.
Yeah, that old bitch. Patrick Stewart is that his name? Guy from Insidious. There's a bunch of really good characters in that show. It's a really good show. Apparently, I think it's Chris Rock is going to be in season 4.
Yeah, well, season 4 has already happened.
What?
Like it's aired. It's out. So I don't think it's on Netflix yet, but it's aired on FX.
But he's in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My coffee's cold.
That's cool. Mine is too, but I got a nice copy.
All right. So sorry, are we back on conspiracies? We kind of
the Earth is hollow.
Yeah, Earth. What do they call it? Hollow Earth, Agarza. That's the spot. Yep.
Giants are real. The giants of Kandahar, specifically.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why the U.S. pulled out of Afghanistan.
Because there's giants in caves, and that's why
they killed the giant.
Dude, did I ever tell you the story about? And I might have, but I'm going to tell on the podcast anyways because it's fucking hilarious. So when I was in school in first year, I lived in a basement apartment by myself, and because we were like the biggest degens of all fucking time, I would like take naps at like after class at like 8 p.m. and wake up at like 10:30 p.m. and then go out and drink. Because I'm a bad guy. Mm-hmm. And I remember I fell asleep watching some random video about some sort of conspiracy theory video. And I woke up like 3 hours later and I was watching on my iPad. So it was like beside my head. Woke up to just like, I woke up twice in the middle of this. And it was like, and I ended up missing whatever part was good because I ended up waking up like 1:30 in the morning. But I woke up halfway through to a podcast because I started with like really tame shit. It was like something to do with like Lee Harvey Oswald was an alien or something. Pretty tame in the grand scheme of things.
Oh
I
yeah.
wake up to a podcast and these dudes are arguing with each other, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, who the fuck are these two guys? I'm half asleep, and I just see this podcast where it's this dude going like this, and he's yelling about. He's like, oh, the snow's going crazy out there. He's like, Afghanistan. He's like, the Nazis went to Afghanistan. And he's yelling. He goes like this. He goes, the Nazis wanted to capture the fucking Agartha people, the Kandahar giants, so we could bring them up to Antarctica, unfreeze the fucking dinosaurs, and then rule the world with giants that ride T-Rexes. And this dude's dead serious, and I'm just like,
and
then I immediately
Eddie Bravo
passed out again, woke up to just the sound of screaming, and I went, and I like woke up, I was like, and I grabbed my thing, and I'm looking at it. It was some like this video was literally 5 hours long. I'm really mad I didn't like screenshot what it was called because I'd love to see it again. But it was like this weird animation of just like shit going on, like it was a Gaspar Noé movie, and it was like a cartoon of Hillary Clinton eating a baby, and then she turns into a reptoid and like starts crawling onto a T-Rex, and then there's like a giant like Kandahar guy with a spear and stuff like that, and I was like, and I fast forward through the video, and it was just that repeating over and over again, and I was like, what the
That's fucking
fuck?
sick.
And it was just literally like the title was something like the real presidential agenda, and I was like,
that's so
okay,
dope, dude. And now here we are years later. All that shit's true.
yeah, but that shit I don't care about.
100%. Well, you don't care about Watergate?
I don't care about that's not a conspiracy theory. Watergate happened.
Guy doesn't care about Watergate.
Guy
Wait,
doesn't
was
care
that
about
Clinton? Was that
No,
Clinton?
it
No,
was,
she was
Nixon.
Benghazi. Oh, never mind.
It was
Watergate was like in the 80s.
It was Nixon.
Yeah.
It's why he resigned. My man,
Yeah, water.
Evan.
What? Oh, am I sweating? Oh, look at that.
Only on one pit though.
That's cool. This
That's
is the
like
kind
me.
of content you get with
That's
our
like
YouTube
me. Oh no,
channel.
you got both. That's like
Do I
me.
get
I
both?
only sweat out of my left pit. I
Oh,
don't sweat
sorry.
out of my right.
Sorry, boys.
Yeah, no, Watergate's not a conspiracy. It fully happened.
I don't even know what it is. So,
Watergate.
yeah, that's it.
Water.
Gay water.
I don't remember
Okay.
what Watergate is. A big conspiracy.
Watergate. We're going into it.
It was something to do
People
with
are
a
probably
war. It
screaming.
was like Bay of Pigs or some shit.
Watergate scandal. The scandal stemmed from Nixon's administration continual attempts to cover up its involvement in the June 17, 1972 break-in of the Democratic National Committee headquarters at Washington, D.C. Watergate office building. I thought it actually had to do with water
The coup.
at the Democratic National.
I want to
Committee?
say it's something to do with kind of like the Capitol raid, but if it was an inside job. Which it,
Oh, okay.
which it
I
was.
fully thought it had something to do
which
with
it
water.
was.
I thought he was like. I
Well, is
don't know. I
Pizzagate
don't know
have
what I
anything to do
thought.
with pizza?
Yeah, it does. Because the alleged
pizza.
headquarters where they're molesting kids or whatever is supposed to be underneath a pizza restaurant. That's why it's called
yeah.
Pizzagate.
I thought they called it that because of CP, cheese pizza.
Because of what? What pizza?
CP. It's the code term that people who like are YouTubers and stuff like that use to say the word. We're on YouTube now, so we can get removed. Child.
fuck. I already said.
As Wendigoon would say, kithing.
Mm.
Childhood kithing. It's
Yeah, so we gotta watch that shit now.
You know what
I
I mean?
just said a phrase that's
it's okay. I don't
probably
think we
not
can get
cool.
removed. It's just we'll never ever once even get close to like an ad or something if that happens. So it's
Yeah,
better to start
so-
now when we have like 5 people watching.
All right, so let's get it all out of our system then. What do you want to say?
Not what I
next?
bet. Not what I
do you
bet.
want-
I bet we should start a habit now where we don't. Is that thing
that's
that
boring.
Wendigoon says all the time? And so on. These with his hands.
And such as
And such as.
there are topics on his iceberg thing, conspiracy theory iceberg, that he just won't even talk about because he's like, I'll get instantly banned for even mentioning it.
Yeah, one of them is funny. There's the one where it's it's like the Q something, and it has something to do with science, but he can't say Q because QAnon, and like they'll demonetize him just because he says the word Q,
which is like insane. YouTube figured out.
I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of the one that he used, so I can Hey, I just looked up Wendigoon and I went to look up CON, and the first thing came up was controversy. And I was like, what does that mean?
Did our boy get got?
He didn't get God. He's fucking like one of my favorite YouTubers ever. He's so wholehearted. I watched one of his live streams one time, his very first live stream. He started tearing up because people kept donating to him while he was trying to talk.
I fucking love it.
He was trying to turn off the donations and people kept donating too fast that he couldn't turn them off.
I'm on his Instagram. Is this the not the real?
It's like, oh no, his Instagram's like his actual name. It's, let me see if I can find it.
All right, we can look it up later.
Yeah.
Check him out. He has some cool stuff. He did he make the video about, or no, he made the video about the AI in a box.
The AI in a box theory, yeah.
Not the quantum immortality. That was a different guy.
Mm-hmm. His Instagram is Isaiah Markin. Just aired that guy out. I can't. I'm trying to see if I can find. I am like attempting to find the one that he used. I think I did find it. I'm gonna zoom in on it just so I can see like what is here, so I can remember some of them, so we can talk about some cool conspiracy theories. One of them is, I'm gonna quote Wendigoon right now. If you've been to Finland, the narcs fooled you, or not the narcs. What is it? The feds.
The feds.
If you're from Finland, you're a fed. If you know anybody from Finland, they're a fed, because Finland isn't real. I don't get that theory, but I like it.
So I haven't made it that far.
Neither have I. I think it's like really deep.
I don't know. Let's find some random bullshit that explains the gist.
Okay. Bro, can we talk about the fact that have you ever heard the actual full reasoning of why people think the Earth is flat?
I don't
that it has
think
nothing to do with science. It just has to do with the fact they just don't trust people. They don't trust the fact that the Earth is flat. That's what it is. It's based originally off of not even science, just based on distrust of being like, "Are you gonna trust the government?"
Well, it stems from like
science around
way back when people actually thought the Earth was flat because they didn't have
because they were dumb.
Yeah, they thought they'd sail off the edge of the cliff or the edge of the ocean or whatever. This is probably too long to read. We should have prepped before.
I have some that we can talk about. Like a big one that you and me really like, and this is actually like one of my favorite, not even conspiracy theories, just unsolved cases, is Dyatlov Pass.
Oh yeah, I know about
that whole thing is fucking like, man, I've been in so many rabbit holes about Dyatlov Pass and just have I literally can't think of every single theory that people say. I'm like, that could be plausible.
So let's give the rundown.
So Dyatlov Pass was I think it was in Norway or Sweden. It was in some that area around there. It was a bunch of hikers who were up on a mountain in Dyatlov Pass. I think that it's either that or the guy's name was Dyatlov that was bringing them. They basically all just went missing, and the circumstances of them going missing when they found their bodies are very strange. Like there's like the tents were ripped up and weird, and like there was like uranium in like the footprints around them, and one of them had all of the clothes on and one of them had no clothes on, and they like one of them bit off their own tongue and like ate their own face. It was really strange. I want to say one of them had like parts of the other one's body in him somehow, like he ate their skin or something.
I think somebody was like hung up on a tree, right, or something.
I think so.
And
are you bringing it up?
How do you spell it?
Oh, it's a DYAT or DYALTOV.
There we go. Okay, so yeah.
If you want a really quick rundown of it for anybody listening, BuzzFeed Unsolved has an episode on it. And it's like it's a good 20-minute video. It's pretty entertaining, and it gives like, the lowdown.
They determined that 6 of them died of hypothermia and 3 died of physical trauma. 1 victim had major skull damage, 2 had severe chest trauma.
That's what it was. Like 2 of them were literally their chests were caved in.
Yes.
So people assume like one of the biggest theories that people say is that it was some sort of cryptid that like stomped and ripped them apart.
2 bodies were missing their eyes. One was missing their tongue and its eyebrows.
And there's a whole thing with the clothing. Like one of them had like a bunch of their clothing on, the other one had like they had swapped clothing, which is pretty strange.
And this was in Soviet Union, right?
No, I think it was in like Sweden.
Northern Urals, Russia, Soviet Union. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Before
Unless it's
Soviet Union.
now a different country because the Soviet Union doesn't exist.
That's another
pretty
conspiracy theory. Eh?
pretty fucking weird. Have you heard that people think it could have been an avalanche?
Yeah, they're wrong.
Well, my only thing with that is, weren't there footprints?
There were footprints. They're also like lacerations to the tents. The tents were ripped up, and I want to say they found some weird sort of chemical within the. It's some sort of like weird like uranium like chemical around them.
Oh, Russia opened a new investigation in 2019.
Did you know that there's a conspiracy theory?
Yeah, they said in dude, why did they open an investigation in 2019 and then in 2020 said it was definitely an avalanche? They said that they were were there survivors?
I think there's one. I think one of them
says survivors of the avalanche had been forced to suddenly leave their camp in low visibility conditions.
Oh, because there was an avalanche at that time.
But what survivors are they talking about?
The people who like probably lived in villages at the bottom of the mountain and stuff like that.
Okay, so they're saying there was an avalanche. Why the fuck didn't they determine
they're
that?
They're saying that, but there is a conspiracy theory that the Soviet Union hasn't even fallen. They just made everybody believe it did. So,
oh, it wasn't even it was 1959 when it happened.
All I'm saying, Dyatlov Pass is a strange one.
It's bizarre. People suspect Yeti.
Yeah, that's what I suspect. Did you know that a really cool thing? Did you know that Komodo dragons and platypuses at one time were considered cryptids?
No, that's interesting.
So, which is cool because they were like myths. Like everyone was like, "Oh, I saw one." Like, did you though? And then like Komodo dragons were discovered in like whenever like exploration started to happen in like 20s, 30s maybe, and then platypuses were like in the 50s or something. But it proves that there are animals that
we just haven't discovered yet.
Well, that's what
are now folk tales. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just reading how many victims were here. So one person, this lucky person, Yuri, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce it, Yuri something Yudin, left the expedition because of illness on January 28th. And this happened on February 1st.
Oh, there was also a thing about how they like once they got up to like the peak of the mountain area, they all just got really, really sick.
Well, yeah, this guy did apparently.
Yeah, apparently they all just
that's possible from like elevation.
No, but it was like weird shit because like one of the dudes who stayed there, the guy who was bringing them up was like an expert in climbing and stuff. And I swear they said something about how like once they got up there, like for some weird reason, his like fucking head just started like getting crazy and he started bleeding out of his nose and shit like that.
That's fucking crazy. How high up was this? I don't think it was like a mountain.
No.
And they're saying an avalanche known as a slab avalanche. What the fuck is that?
I'm assuming a giant slab of snow.
So like slab avalanches are from frequently in snow that has been deposited or redeposited by wind. So they have the appearance of a block or a slab of snow. Cut out from his, okay, so I guess it's just like a big thing of snow.
Yeah, but you ever think about
interesting? I could see how that would take out somebody's eyes. Yep, for sure.
Yep, and their eyebrows specifically.
Yeah, what's up with that?
There's what are the other? There's that one theory in like tier 2 about and I've heard this plenty of times, and it makes sense to me. Is that clown the whole clown sighting thing in like 2017 or whatever?
I heard about this.
Wasn't a thing. It was just like perpetuated by people like just doing it, like being like, "Oh, I saw a clown. Oh, I saw a clown." In reality, nobody ever saw any.
Yeah,
because like, did you know anybody?
No,
because I didn't.
No.
I know.
I kind of figured that back in 2016 that people were just setting up their own viral videos, and then it became
and then it just kept going and going and going.
I don't think there's anything crazy behind it. I don't think it's fucking government distraction or anything.
No, I don't think that it wouldn't make any sense.
I think people just wanted to go viral.
What else do we got here? Dyatlov Pass, Admiral Bird, Agartha is on this. MK Ultra. Oh, HARP. The fact that the government controls weather.
Weather controlling.
Yeah, I think I remember when I was
in Alaska.
I don't know why. I remember when I was like fucking like 13. I saw a thing about HARP and I was fucking horrified for some weird reason. Don't know why it scared the fuck out of me so bad. I think it was just because I was so, when I was younger, I was so scared. And, every once in a while in like Canada, like around here, when we were younger, we would get like, might be a tornado. And like, we've never seen a tornado. I was so fucking scared of tornadoes. Like,
there was a tornado last summer in Barrie. Remember that?
Yeah, but that's a good thing.
Like a real one.
That's a good thing.
I think people dying.
That's not a good thing. But shake it up and Barrie. Fuck Barrie.
Shake it up and Barrie isn't pleasant. Yeah.
KKK funded by the government.
That one's like an obvious one.
Yeah.
The one that got me, because I feel like it's totally plausible, and I don't even know why it's significant really, but the LA oil rigs. So there's like dummy buildings in LA that have just oil rigs in them instead of like office buildings or whatever the fuck, and that there's just streets and streets of them just drilling oil instead of being a deli or something. That's kind of cool. Like everybody Google image search LA fake building oil rig. And some of these buildings are too generic looking.
Yeah. Which like here's the thing,
they're way too generic looking.
Is that like detrimental to society? No. Because like the theory is that they basically just
other than the why lie about it.
It's literally the main theory is that it's because the people of LA and like the city and stuff like that were just basically like there's a lot of oil here, but it's like super unsightly to just have oil refineries in the middle of the city.
Fair.
Granted, why would you lie about it then? Why wouldn't you just be like this building contains an oil rig? I guess because they're probably just like, who the fuck cares? Does it really matter?
Mm-hmm. Does it have anything to do with like fault lines and shit? Because can't drilling oil fault lines.
Ley lines.
What?
Ley lines. It's like a spiritual thing.
Oh.
Solipsism or tier 3 truth agent. This is what it says. The point of no return. That's what this tier is. And in it is the whole thing about Arnold Schwarzenegger's height.
Yeah, what's up with that?
So fucking funny.
Just a random ass thing.
Have you heard about the French Viper release?
Yeah.
About how they just fucking let snakes go?
Yeah, it's weird, eh?
It's funny. That's they beat us to our theory. Call back to a few like 10 episodes.
Oh yeah, dude, we created that, man.
We didn't create that because it happened before us, but still.
Yeah, but we didn't know about it, so it doesn't count.
What do we got? RPG training. Enforced. Well, I'm not going to say that one out loud. It was.
Don't even know
I'm gonna type it to you on Discord.
Yeah, okay.
It's
yeah, we'll leave that one.
That's so funny though, because so I just typed it to Evan. We're using Zoom to record this now, but we use Discord as well just to keep a backup of it because we have a Discord server, and there are other people in this Discord server, every guest we've had, so they just saw what I typed out, which was
they're still there. That's hilarious.
Which in you might be able to figure it's enforced something and something. Did somebody respond?
No, I'm just waiting for Bree, who's at work or something, just to look at her phone and see that.
One of these.
What are they talking about?
Like that's just because usually we have a thing where we'll be recording and either Duff It or Fan a lot will just DM us into that chat and just be like, hey guys, have a good recording, and they're just gonna see
everything we talk about that we need.
They're gonna see enforced
blank. Just look at the pyramid.
No, because this
the iceberg.
I'm gonna write it down and I'm gonna show it to the camera. Keep talking.
Oh fuck. Yeah, so Brady found this Wendigoon guy. How long ago did you find him?
Man, I watched him because he made a disturbing movie, Iceberg, and I'm a big fan for disturbing movies. He made that a year or two ago, and he had when I first started watching him, he was 3,000 subscribers or something like that. And then a YouTuber that I'm a big fan of, I never watched him again because he had very little videos this time, but a YouTuber that I really like, Mr. Gigi, he basically was like, oh, like he made a video with Wendigoon recently where they would do this. They did this thing where they like loaded up. Wendigoon found 10 videos and Miss Gigi found 10 videos that they both found disturbing. And then they would show them to each other. Like he would show his 10 to like you essentially. And then if it disturbed them, they would have to they would like donate to charity. And then I was like, oh, Wendigoon's still around. And then I looked and it was like, oh, he has 1 million followers now. That's or 1 million subscribers. That's crazy.
Yeah, like a year later, in this conspiracy iceberg video, he talks about how he has 1,000 subscribers at one point, and now he's at like 1.1 million. So good for him.
This is the first time that the video is going to come in handy. For anybody watching, for anybody listening, I'm sorry I can't say what it is because I don't know if that's allowed to be said. But for this, it's so that's a conspiracy theory.
Fun topics.
And also it's hilarious that's a fucking conspiracy theory. Because that's just what pieces of shit say. The beacon of hate. That's this fucking ass, bro. Oh, there's also one on the gaydar.
Oh, that was another one he couldn't say.
What did you mean by that?
But it's a Family Guy bit or something.
Yeah, because it's like the idea, like, okay, you know,
the idea. Imagine
you know,
the
like,
US
you know,
government spending funds on a gaydar.
Well, yeah, because if for anybody listening, it's not about like, okay, we know, like, you know, gay guys or gay girls, they'll be like, oh, I got the gaydar. Like they just kind of have that vibe, which probably comes from years and years of being persecuted and like subconsciously shamed for it. So they kind of have to just see each other without saying it, which is pretty cool. But the government's thing is, or the conspiracy theory thing is that the government has a UAV. Essentially, like they have a 3 kill streak UAV, where they're trying to find an advanced UAV, even a Blackbird, where they can find any gay people, because that makes sense. Because you know the government needs to know where gay people are. Also, 98% of gay people, you can tell if they're gay because you can just be like, "Hey, are you gay?"
Just hire one of them.
That's what they got. They got a think tank, 1,000 gay dudes sitting in chairs like this, just like
they got a fucking whiteboard. Right there. Whiteboard.
Right there. Also, like even the least flamboyant gay people I know, you can tell they're gay just by talking to them, because usually in the middle of a conversation they'll go, "I'm gay," and you go, "Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool.
Do you have a good gaydar?
Do I have a good gaydar?
Yeah,
I'm gay. So, no, I don't know.
I don't think I do.
I don't know. I've never met somebody who, because we live in a great time now, I've never met somebody who says they're not gay, and they like, you know what I mean, like everybody I've met who is gay, usually someone will be like, oh, that person's gay, and then I go, oh, okay, that makes sense, or that person's like part of LGBTQ in any way, and I go, okay, or I'll talk to them and they'll bring it up and I'll be like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it is kind of rare that you strike up a conversation with somebody that you don't already know is like gay.
I'll tell you what, it's very rare that I strike up a conversation.
Exactly. Like anybody I talk to for the first time is that like somebody else will introduce me to them.
That's the thing, is like a lot of dudes will be like, man, I hate this shit. Like I'll go talk to a girl and she'll be like, I'm gay. It's like, well, stop approaching women randomly. How about that? So you never had that? I'm like, no, dude, I don't talk to, like, I don't go to a bar and then be like, hey.
Well, you don't hit on girls on the subway?
I don't go in Subway. Yeah, maybe.
The sandwich stuff.
It's really fucking with me because my right arm is this arm with all the tattoos, and I keep getting confused. I'm looking at it; it's reversed.
Yo, fuck ton on that other arm now. Nothing went up quick. I've been sitting like this for like 5 minutes now. It's pretty cool.
I got my pit.
Oh, my pit. Very cool. We got 2 armpit shots now on episode 1 of the YouTube. Okay.
God, so big. I got the webcam so I can fucking just.
I got my fucking jab today. My Fauci ouchie, or whatever they're calling it.
I thought you said a derogatory term about Japanese people. That's what I thought.
No, I didn't get one of those. No, I got my shot.
What did you mean by that?
My booster.
How's that?
It was good. The line for the Pfizer took too long. Because I guess that's what they're giving young people instead of Moderna. But it was good. They only made me wait like 3 minutes afterwards. This time it's at 10. So that's pretty neat.
Because that's the most boring shit in the entire world.
And my arm, moving it around right now, feels good. So
Not
I
bad.
didn't eat beforehand, so I felt a little nauseous afterwards, but then I got something to eat, fixed it right away. So
Yo, have you ever heard the? I think I told you about this, and I kind of believe this. The theory that like JFK was accidentally killed by like the guards essentially, and they just covered it up.
well, I heard that the driver was in
There's
on it.
that too. There's that one, but there's like the theory that like literally somebody accidentally shot a gun, like on the side of the road or some shit, like one of those Homeland
That
Security
would
people, or like
be
somebody in the car, like the driver or something like that, fucking did it by accident. And they were just like, because it's how likely is it that they would just accept the fact that the people who are supposed to protect the president are kind of fucking idiots?
yeah. Well, that's probably better than the
This is so
people who
rad.
are supposed to protect the president killed him on purpose, you know?
Yeah, but I just like the idea that they're all dumb.
Yeah, but there was 2 bullets. How do you accidentally shoot 2 bullets?
I can make a beetle. Um,
It's gonna take us, I think, a few podcasts to get used to the visual aspect of it. It's kind of throwing me off a little bit, so apologies.
Why you don't like me? You don't like looking at me?
Yeah, it's just a bit distracting. I don't know.
Fucking rude. Okay. I don't think you're that pretty either.
Also, when I get too close to the screen, I look hella red. Look at,
Well, yeah, because you said this.
hey, how are you?
What did you mean by that?
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, it's kind of weird because I feel like we're gonna be referencing a fucking lot to the cameras right now, and it's gonna take a second for us to do it. So it doesn't really matter though because
Yeah, this may not be the easiest listen on Spotify, but we're gonna try to do better at it because I understand that most people will listen on Spotify and Apple.
the thing is
So-
that with it is that fuck you.
Mhm.
You, Evan, not the audience.
No,
it's-
I knew you meant me.
It's
Of
just
course,
like
yeah.
it's strange to be recording video. I don't know what the fuck I'm on about.
It is. Well, we're in another dimension now, right? We got another aspect of being funny.
This episode isn't funny. Where'd you go?
Underneath now, I'm hiding. 'Cause I
Okay.
didn't know what I was trying
No,
to.
if you want to,
Wait, look,
a
the
funny
chair's
episode,
moving
I'm
now.
sorry. Go back to the last episode. The last episode was fucking hilarious.
Oh, you can see my head. Fuck. Yeah, we're just having fun. I don't know. Silly goose time. It's kind of a trial run. We'll clean it up
man.
eventually.
Yeah, man.
Bree's episode did really well.
Shut up, Bree.
Looking at the analytics,
I can make a beat.
I think she got us our European listeners. I think she has a couple friends. She has a couple friends from.
Oh, is that what that is?
Mhm.
Oh, I
but
thought you
she's
just
got
did
one
it.
friend from the UK and one friend from Netherlands, but we have multiple viewers in each country. So maybe they shared us around a bit. If you did, shout out you.
This is pretty cool. It's like the
I don't
Alex
know your
Jones.
name, but-
We're like Alex Jones right now. I feel like I'm on a.
Hmm?
They're turning the frogs gay.
No, you look like the before photo of Alex Jones, and I look like the after.
No, I'm
and it's
still
the same photo.
To this day. I still say that picture of Alex Jones, the one
famous,
where he's
like,
shirtless.
Yeah.
I am so built like Alex Jones. It's not even fucking funny. It's so shitty.
Yeah, I am a little bit too. That's okay.
Like any woman who has seen me shirtless is like, you know what I mean? You ever think about that? Like I was talking to Duff about that. It's like every time anybody finds me attractive, I'm like David always says the
Yeah.
bit where he's like, I'll be getting in the shower and I'll just see myself and be like, somebody let you let you in.
True. Somebody let you in, he says.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking wild. David also has a great conspiracy theory that if you are dating or seeing or in any sort of relationship with a bi person, especially bi women, you're better than every other straight dude because they have the pick of the lot of every dude in the world, which means that they picked you, which is already bad. And then
but
they
also every
have a
woman
pick of every woman, which every woman is better than every girl is better than every dude. So that if they pick you, it's like you do. Like David thinks I fucking like people like are walking around with like the fucking Jafar Aladdin staff, the snake on it, like hypnotizing people, being like, It's
Wait,
wild.
who's like that? Who's like that? Who's like Jafar?
David thinks that that's what we are like.
Oh.
Like your girlfriend's bi. Do you ever think about
Oh,
that?
I see. I thought you meant him too. I was
No,
like,
because he
I
said
don't
he's
know.
never every girl he's ever like dated or been with was straight.
Well, there you
He's
have it.
bi, so
We're superior.
I'm gonna go on public record and say that Duffet is not bi, even though I just said that. Questionable, but I don't think
gonna
he is.
out him. Well, I told him he could come back on because he didn't like that. When we were talking about the whole like where we want to live and why and all that stuff, I kind of
Couldn't
aired out
argue.
all the because he's like I didn't say all that stuff, and I was like, you sure did, pal. You did, but it's
Crazy
okay.
thing about that is you totally did say all that stuff.
And he's like, I didn't try to like trap you like the dick sucking thing. I was
At
like,
least he admits the dick sucking thing's real.
yeah, it's entrapment, bro.
Because if he
Fucking
gaslit
Bob.
us gaslit us on dick
on his
sucking,
little scenarios that he
on his
makes
little
up,
dick sucking pyramid scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was talking about conspiracy or pyramid schemes recently, and again, and I remembered one of my favorite bits that I've ever had, and one of my favorite bits that you've ever heard me have is, and I'm going to say this to the camera. I'm looking at the camera right now. If you have a full-time job or a part-time job, and you're also part of a business that's a pyramid scheme, all that means is, yeah, I work for my money, and then on the weekends, my side hustle is getting jumped. That's all it means.
Or jumping other people.
People love that shit. They're like, I work for my money and I have a side hustle business. Like, what's that? It's like, well, if I sell enough things,
I
then
peddle these cooking tutorials to my
yeah.
grandparents and make
Yo,
a fucking killing.
If you're in a pyramid scheme and you go to your family first, you're bad.
That's
Bad.
that's what every single one of them does, though. They go to their family.
They're like,
Or
hey,
their
have you heard of
neighbor,
Herbalife? You're
or
like,
Facebook? Oh my god.
yeah. And I was looking back on this is a total side note about things. I was looking back on like I had some screenshots of like funny tweets way back in the day when like 2014 to 2016. And they were just like, I'm not outing myself because none of these were posted by me. They were just like things that I guess I thought was funny back in the day. But it'll be like a post of a girl being like hanging out with the girls, and then somebody being like, you're all whores. And I was like just dudes, like, because I was watching, a perfect example is YouTuber Nick is not green, really good YouTuber. He was talking about the idea where he's like, dudes like that remind me of dudes I went to high school with, where all of us kind of grew up and just realized, oh, people are just trying to have fun, have a good time, we should just bash them because of who they like, for literally no reason. And he was like, but some people just haven't got out of that.
Yeah,
It's like the
that
whole
dude from our hometown who still goes
like,
to your
dude,
local
it's the
bar.
same dudes that, because it is a controversy right now, the whole fucking Pokimane streamer girl thing.
Yeah, see, I don't know about that.
I'll
I don't know what
explain
it
to you in a
is.
second, but it's the whole thing about dudes who are just like they hate female streamers, for example, because their mindset is like,
I couldn't even imagine.
Dudes just want to fuck you. But it's like they would never say that about a male streamer, because of course male boys video games are for boys.
Yeah,
of
I
course.
couldn't even imagine being a content creator as a woman.
It must be horrid. Basically what happened was, there's a streamer named Pokimane. I don't watch Twitch, so I just know who she is just from like the name. I've heard it a million times. And some dude who was like Boys with Ninja started streaming and basically just decided to raid her and just be like L ratio. And then
hilarious.
And then she basically was like, I'm shutting down my own stream for the night because I'm just getting annoying. Like, I'm just getting raided, and it's not fair for the people who actually want to be here.
So raided means they send their own.
They send all of their
people into her stream.
Yeah, and then what happened was he got banned for that, because you can't do that, of course, doesn't get TOS. And then he basically made a bunch of videos being like yelling about, which is funny because if you look at her demographic, it's mainly women and like young kids, right? Like not old, like kids who are like, I don't know, 9 to fucking 15 tops, like under 18, not adults. That's her main demographic. But he made this video being like, just saying the most graphic shit about being like, if you like, even if you donate to her, she's not gonna fuck you, like she's getting dicked down by like different people every single day, blah blah blah. Just like horrible. And she in the Nick and It's Not Green dude made a perfect example where he was like, of course you would never say something even close to that about a male streamer, because he was like, you wouldn't be like, he's fucking laying pipe every night. Like, so it's literally just because video games are for boys, of course. And then so he got banned. And then she was like, whatever. And she continued on her streaming. And then he would go on like his Instagram live and like go on Twitter and stuff like that and tell people, oh, she's on stream, like go rate her again. Like for literally
So what's this guy's name?
Gideon.
Like what have I heard of that before?
Because Gideon's a band name of a really good post-hardcore band, but or hardcore band.
So what's his deal? He's just piece shit. That's all his deal is.
He has two deals. One of them is that Pokebait apparently said there's three reasons that I picked up of why he hates her so much. One is because video games are for boys, right?
Okay.
And he doesn't want he thinks that it's not fair, I guess, that he doesn't get as many views as her because he's not a girl.
What a fucking dumbass.
And then two is that she did a skit like 3 years ago where she pretended to do blow at the beginning of her live stream, and then he just took that and was like, fuck it, she did cocaine on stream. And it's like, do you think really one of the biggest streamers on Twitch would do fucking, even if they do blow, would do it on
even if she actually did? That's fucking dope.
How it started, literally, she's like talking and she just goes, yeah, so I and then she goes like this and goes and then sits up and goes, how we start the stream, and then just keeps going. And like then she even came out like the next day and was like, just for any like kids who are scared that that's what it was sugar or baking powder. It was like sugar from like some dessert she was eating, and she made it look like it was blow just as like a joke. Nobody fucking thought she was doing blow on her stream. And then another thing is that she apparently said like, I think it was the N-word. Oops. When she in like, I think it was 8 years ago, and she came out like
not to
2 years ago.
Did she say it like on stream?
I have no idea.
Or somebody pulled this up from.
She came out and said like, "Hey, here's the thing. Apologize for this. I fucked up. Like, I understand it's not worth it to say this, but like, I was a completely different person. I hope that everybody understands that I was a completely different person." That whole thing happened like years ago. Like everyone was like, "Okay, sure. Like they can change," kind of thing. PewDiePie changes stuff like that. And then this dude's like dick riding Ninja and like donating to Ninja to try to get the ban gone, and Ninja's like, I can't do anything about it, which is bullshit because he totally could. And then basically, which is also funny because he's like supporting Ninja, who was caught way more recently saying the N-word. So, as a full-grown man,
yeah, that's just one of the few things with him.
But then, so what happened was Ninja on stream said he texted his Twitch link and was like, "Oh, Gideon says he's sorry," right?
So is this Gideon guy really like close with Ninja? I'm seeing
like
a lot of articles. I'm seeing a lot of articles like linking them up, you know.
Let's see, here's how it goes. So then what happened was on stream, Ninja was like, all I can do is text my boy. So he texted his boy on Twitch. Like that was like an affiliate thing. And then basically Pokemon was like, hey, we should probably bring this to light of Twitch to be like, hey, this guy just openly said he texted somebody to get them unbanned using his platform to like somebody who was harassing another content creator that's like large.
Ninja and his wife threatened to sue Pokemon.
See, that's the problem when you read articles, you're just jumping ahead, so I can't tell the full story.
Oh, sorry.
So basically she said, hey, this isn't fair. Like, this is not cool, which it isn't. And then Ninja was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I never actually sent the text. And then he was like, or she was like, what do you said that you did. So even if you didn't, you still said on stream to be like cool with everybody, all the fucking Gideon fans, you said, oh, I sent the text. So she's like, either you didn't send the text, which means that you're just saying that to play devil's advocate and take his side, or you did send the text, which means that you're worse than you're saying you are. And he was like, I didn't send the text. And then he told Gideon guy, apparently he did send the text. And then Pokemon was like, well, can we get to the bottom of this? Because if he's sending texts to get people unbanned, like for harassment, and like clearly the person doesn't give a fuck, they're going to keep doing it, then that's not fair. And then fucking Tyler, Ninja, his wife, who's his manager, basically messaged this Pokemon girl and was like, this is slander. We're going to sue you. And she was like, that's hilarious. So that's where we're at, is that Ninja's apparently going to sue this woman. Well, because it's so funny though, because all because she's a woman. Because I don't give a fuck what anybody says. What? Go on. I was gonna say, I don't give a fuck what anybody says about this controversy, or this person does this or this person does that. At the end of the day, you break it down. The reason this dude is going after this girl is because she's bigger than him and that she's a woman.
Yeah, they have tiny little fragile man egos, and they can't handle her
Because
being
video
more
games are for boys.
successful. Yeah,
And they
handle it.
always use the argument where they're like, people watch your streams because they want to see your tits or whatever. It's like, no, they don't. Nobody does that. Nobody fucking does that. Nobody does that. Even the saddest, like loneliest man. Also, even if you are somebody who watches a female streamer because, or even a male streamer, doesn't matter, because you think that they're attractive. Like I know a lot of people who watch, a lot of females who watch Hassan Piker because they think he's hot. That's a side note. That only carries you so much. And also, even if you do, if that's the only reason you watch this person is because you're like, I think they're hot, I like to look at them, I want to donate to them, so maybe one day they'll marry me or something like that. That's for you. That doesn't matter. That's why
don't project it onto the person, you know,
especially don't project it onto the mass audience that is all women and children. Don't do that. That's disgusting.
And also don't bring it to the streamer themselves. Don't like comment like gross fucking creepy shit. You know, just don't do that.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like I'm sure there are so many people who watch YouTubers and streamers because they're like, oh, I think this person's attractive.
100%.
It's like, dude, that Gideon guy was on a podcast and it was like some fucking just the saddest dudes ever. And like one of them was wearing like a fucking Looney Tunes jersey and like Hawaiian board shorts the entire time and like a hat kind of sideways, just bitch made shit, right? And they're all like, oh, whoa. And they were talking to him about it and they were like, well, you can't say if you're a content creator and you're a woman, you can't say that you have a boyfriend because that will ruin your audience. And it's like, to an extent I can see why that happens, is like, but also that's not the main reason. Like when people say they want to keep that kind of shit themselves, it's not because they think people will be like, oh, I lost my chance with her. It's because that's not important. You're content creator. You don't need to be like, my boyfriend is here, unless your boyfriend or your significant other is a content creator that you're doing content with. You know what I mean? But then they were talking about in there, the one dude, this is so fucking sad. The one dude goes, okay, you know Summer Rae, the very famous Instagram model. I don't really know who she is that much either. I just know that she is like really famous Instagram model. I think she has like a few million subscribers. She's a big model. It's like RAE, I think.
But not the wrestler?
What?
It's not the wrestler. Because when you said that, my mind went to the wrestler Summer Rae.
There's a Summer Rae wrestler?
Yeah.
I don't remember how you spell her name. I think it's SOM.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. Whatever. She's an Instagram.
She's yeah. Okay, so it's SOMMER Rae. She has 26.7 million followers. She's a
lot of followers.
Gigantic. She's dating Cole Bennett, I think, still. Who is the guy who started Lyrical Lemonade. And this dude was like, that's the thing, man. It's like right when Summer Rae posted about how she was dating Cole Bennett, had to give her unfollow.
This is the same podcast with
yeah, and they're like biggest turn off ever. It's like,
so they're just telling on themselves. Like
first
you're
off,
literally telling on yourself.
Second off, if you think that wearing board shorts and a tune team tune or whatever the fuck it is, he's wearing a jersey that said elevate your game. If you think that even for 1 minute that you have a chance with a Instagram model that has 26.7 million followers because you follow her and she doesn't have a boyfriend, you got another thing coming.
All they're saying is that they only look at women on the internet creating content or whatever for their looks.
And also
they're just saying it out loud. It's crazy.
Also only looking at women on the internet as I could fuck this girl. Which is
that too. Yeah, that too. Which is
perfect example. If you guys ever think that you
dudes like that,
for the Summer Rae example, look up Cole Bennett whenever you have a chance. Anybody. One, that dude's really, really, really talented, very, very, very well off money wise, and 3, very handsome guy.
And also, 4, not wearing a Looney Tunes jersey.
And also, guarantee you, Cole Bennett does not go on stream and say girls can't play video games. I hear that shit all the time though, where it's like people will be like, "Oh, this girl like posted a picture of her boyfriend. I'm done." It's like, you really were just following her and liking her photos, like just like every once in a while, and like maybe you're responding to her story once in a while just because you thought that one day she'd be like, "Oh my god, impale me on that wiener, you fucking sad little men, you fucking bitch made ass motherfuckers, bro. Grow the fuck up." Makes me so fucking mad, bro.
Impale me.
I'm not trying to be a picky guy when I say this. I don't give a fuck. I'm saying it's
Oh my
such
god.
fucking bullshit. I'm not being a pick me guy because I'm not here defending women. I'm here putting down men. that's
all
what I'm
that's
doing.
all we're here for.
And I
That's
get
all
that
we're
that's
here
still like
for.
a pick me guy thing. It's just like sad dudes just being like, but this girl can't play video games.
It's just an object, like it's an observation.
It's like
Not
it's a
being a
perfect
pick me
example.
guy,
It's
but
like,
saying this guy is a creepy dork who doesn't get women.
and he is. And not saying that getting women is like the most important thing in the world. It's
No,
just,
but it is to him clearly.
But it is
That's-
to you, and
That's the thing.
it's just insecurity at its fucking finest. It's like a perfect example. Actually, one of my favorite things ever is Fan's wife, who plays a lot of Valorant, and just the idea that like recently she was just trying out new insults to men. You remember that shit where she was just like trying out new insults?
She's trying to,
dudes
yeah,
that
she's
she,
trying
like,
to find
can't.
something that'll just strike a nerve.
And I think wasn't one of them. You remind me of James Corden.
That is absolutely fucked. If
What was the other
somebody
one?
said
It was
that
like,
to me,
look over here, Mr. Big Peepee.
No, what she slurp mother fricker.
Yep.
Remember she said that? That was pretty
Yeah,
funny.
that's so fucking funny.
Shout out them.
It's so funny though. It's like, as a perfect example, is like I used to play a lot of Counter-Strike
Yeah.
in my youth when I was like 17, 18, 16 area. And like you'd be playing a game. This was like what, 2016? Playing a game and you just hear like a girl be like, "Oh yeah, they're at mid." Normal shit, because you'd be like, "Okay, they're moving to A." Then there'd be like a girl
it's
voice
over.
be like, "At mid, they're
It's over.
It's either people being like, "Don't listen to her, she doesn't know what a computer is, she don't even know how to read," or it'll be dudes being like, "Where do you live? What room are you in?"
Yeah. So it must be hard out here
It must be
for
to be a
content
female content
creators.
creator or a female just trying to do anything at this point.
Mhm.
It's like, man, it's so funny.
Well, yeah.
God forbid.
I'd like
dude,
to say that
I have never in my life thought about this. God forbid you're a fucking woman in any form of trades.
Oh, you.
It's
fucking-
over.
The
People
military
don't know how to-
trades.
People don't know how to do car stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the like Twitch and like gaming community is toxic as fuck in that way, but you can find stuff like that in every single
I think the Twitch one is just toxic as fuck. Because
environment. Like it's wild.
what's like Nick is not green, the YouTuber that I watched make this video, he pointed out the fact that he was like, if you're rating this person's like Twitch, just literally he's like, if you break it down, you are sending a group of people to another person's workplace to just harass them. And he was like, that's the same energy. He was like, I get it, it's not physical, but it's like the same energy. It's just being like, let's get 20 people together, go to McDonald's and just harass some girl I used to know.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
It's
Like,
the
this is
same
their
energy.
workplace. This is
And
their
why is
workplace.
it-
This is where they make their money.
Why is it the people that do the shittiest things are always the loudest? Because I really think most men are not like that.
No, it's because, you want to know why? It's because content creators like Gideon and stuff like that, like scumbag dudes like that, go on the internet and they get a platform because scumbag dudes who don't have a place in this world, which they shouldn't have a place in this world, go, "Oh, there's a person that's agreeing with me," and then they feel like they can just say whatever the fuck they want now.
It's like a bubble.
It's a bubble. They dredge out these shitty
It's
people.
what do you call it? Echo chamber.
It
That's
is an
the
echo
word.
chamber, because like you look at like, it's like a perfect example. Like, dude, in this stream, fucking Ninja says when he's talking about, he's like, "Oh, here's a tip for you, Gideon. Like, you can't go rating if you're gonna go rating bitches, like streams, do it over on Twitter or Instagram." And it's like, bro, you're the biggest fucking streamer in the fucking world, and you just said that. Like,
That was in the text message.
No, he said that on his stream.
Oh, really?
Gideon like donated to him to be like, "Hey, like get me unbanned," and then he was like, "Blah, blah, blah," and then he was like, "By the way, a tip for you, man. Like, don't be rating bitches on Twitch. Raid them on, if you're gonna raid people, raid them on Twitter."
I've always found Ninja to be like just a little
The
fucking
shittiest fucking dude
like,
ever.
scummy little fucking weasel.
He's
I
like,
don't even have any grounds to back it up. but I'm
nah,
glad
he's
I
the
do now.
biggest code talker. I think is that what it's called?
I don't know. It's just fucking sitting there playing Fortnite with his blue fucking hair.
Is that the term? It's like
I never
code
liked
something.
them.
Oh,
It was
fuck,
weird
there's a
as
thing
out.
called, it's something code something. It might be code talker, where the idea that you change the way you speak depending on who you talk to. like really badly, and he's so fucking bad for that. Like the minute Gideon, who is a black man, comes on his stream, he's all like, "Fucking, I'm gonna finish up this wine, haha," and stuff like that. It's like,
Oh
and then before like,
no.
"Hi, I'm Ninja." It's like, and it's a clear. It's also a very, it's good though because a very clear determination that it is showing right there that Ninja psychologically wants to be cool with this guy who's a piece of shit. So he's trying very fucking hard.
That's got to be like a aspect in a narcissist, right?
I think so. Changing way you talk when talking.
That's really embarrassing. He shouldn't do that. Very, very cringe ninja.
Code switching. That's what it's called.
Cringe, if you will.
Yeah, he's a really bad. Hey. What did you mean by that? It's just so funny, dude. It's like, this is the most pick me thing I'm ever gonna say in my life.
Hit me with it. I'll pick you.
It's just it must fucking suck to be a content creator as a female because they do the identical thing. It's just like automatically dudes are like, dudes are either like, I want to fuck you, or like, dudes only follow you because I want to fuck you. And then you have, and it also must really suck to be like a supporter of like, let's say Pokimane, just being like, I'm a fan of them. People are like, oh, you must want to fuck her. It's like,
imagine being a girl wanting to do what Pokimane's doing and like looking up to her and then seeing how she's treated. You'd be like, oh, what's the point? What's the point if I'm just gonna get just shit?
And also the biggest also if I'm gonna get fucking shit talked and side talked and like fucked over by like one of the biggest, like the gatekeeper of, it's the reason why of Twitch, which is Ninja. It's like the reason why I fucking hate H3 is like he's the gatekeeper of YouTube to an extent. He knows way too many people, and if he doesn't like you, it's over.
He's that powerful, eh? I kind of stopped
boys with fucking fucking whatever her name is, Susan Mein Kampf Wojcinski or whatever the fuck her name is.
Susan
Nazi
what?
ass. Mein Kampf ass. Nazi ass.
Is she the community manager at YouTube?
She's a CEO, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't watched. And also
H3 is also just.
I don't know how we ended up here.
There's
nothing I hate more than talking about YouTube and Twitch drama. That's like,
yeah, because I don't understand why people can't just make content and just shut the fuck up.
That's an aspect of the internet, and maybe we're just asking for it making this podcast. I don't know. Just like, I can't afford to give a fuck about YouTube drama and Twitch drama. I don't care. I cannot
wait. I want to get big enough that we get on Drama Alert.
I don't.
I want the small. I want to be able to call a sad little fat dwarf.
He do look like a gnome.
He's bitch made. I fucking hate Keemstar.
Nobody likes Keemstar.
I don't know.
We're fucking. Nobody hates. Or nobody likes Keemstar.
Watch if you want YouTubers who aren't shitty. Watch Wendigoon. Mr. GG's great. People like Curtis Connor and Nick is not green are always good because they're not complete garbage bag people.
Cody Ko.
I mean, I don't think anybody needs us to tell them to watch Cody Ko. He's like one of the biggest.
We're just talking about our favorite ones, I guess.
Mama Max.
I love just watching Gordon Ramsay cook some food on YouTube. That's about all I watch.
I'm big into like, what's a YouTuber that I really like?
Captain Sparkles, Vanos Gaming.
Yeah, whatever happened to back in the day when like we were younger and it was just like Rooster Teeth and like the crew, like KOR Speedy and like Vanos. There was like not a lot of drama back then.
It was the glory days, man.
It was just like people making content, and then like once people like Leafy and Pyrocynical and stuff like that came into
they
the fray,
started that
everything
shit, like FouseyTube and stuff. They started that. Person. Yeah, well, they all are.
I was gonna say they really.
No, if you're, fuck it, I don't know.
Like Belle Delphine and stuff like that, selling your bathwater that everyone was like, oh, it's like you would sell your bathwater too if you could. You
that shit's loser. So fucking crazy, man.
That's so fucking funny, man. I still think that's the greatest finesse anybody's ever pulled. And anybody who thinks this is a bad thing, you would sell your fucking body. You would sell your fucking bathwater if you could.
Nah, because it didn't even taste that good.
You didn't buy any. I know you. You're not quick enough.
Guess we'll never know.
To say about energy is people who like same on the sad dude energy. It's like the same dudes who are like oh, why don't you go get an OnlyFans, you fucking whore? And it's like, bro, if you could sell pictures of your dick for money, you would too. But nobody wants to see that shit.
It wouldn't take that much money.
What?
To sell pictures of my dick.
Nobody would buy a picture of your dick.
That's the problem. But
So I'm saying,
like,
so when dudes go like, girls who have OnlyFans are just fucking whores. It's like, nah, they're entrepreneurs. You would sell your dick if you.
I thought OnlyFans was cutting that stuff out.
No, then
they
they said,
said
oh,
no.
yeah, because like that's like McDonald's being like, we're not going to serve Big Macs anymore, and then everyone's like,
Mhm.
what? And they're like, oh yeah, sorry, that's the thing that makes us money.
And I get OnlyFans ads, but it's only for people who want to create like music and gaming content.
That's
and stuff.
bullshit too, because it's not the main.
Does that exist? Is that a real demographic?
I think
on
it
that
is,
website?
but the thing is that
Did we get one for the
OnlyFans
podcast?
needs to accept the fact that the reason that they are as successful as they are is because of sex workers.
Yeah.
Which is that's fine. That's a great thing. Just lean into that. Support the people that make your platform big. Don't fucking pretend they don't exist.
Yeah, like Bella Thorne. Do you remember that? When she made it? Oh, you don't remember that? It was, I don't know when it was. Maybe like last year or the year before or something like that. She promised to make an OnlyFans and like promised full nudes and stuff like that. And then everybody subscribed, and I don't think she posted a single thing, and ended up with like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's fucked up.
And then like actual content creators who grind and stuff on that app were like, "Okay, what the fuck? You're just making us look all bad."
In the wise
Here,
words
let's-
of Killer Mike, I support the sex workers unionizing their services. I think if you're a dude that's like making fun of girls for starting an OnlyFans, you just come on.
Her OnlyFans still exists. How much
is it?
It's free, so
No, so
it's probably nothing.
Who is it? Who's at Evan's door? They gave him something. Oh, he threw it. He threw it. He threw it. What was it? He threw it. He threw it. Whatever it was, he threw it. What is it?
It's a t-shirt.
What t-shirt?
My dad went to get a shot and didn't have a t-shirt, so he borrowed a t-shirt.
What was he wearing?
A long sleeve.
Oh, don't know why I thought your dad just pulled up in like just a winter jacket with nothing under it.
That'd have been weird. She made $1 million off of this.
She made $1 million fucking dollars. That's a lot of money. That's also a lot of people that probably hate her now for that. And that's not saying that if she was just to be like, I'm making an OnlyFans, there's no guarantee of what you would put on it. But to say that you're gonna put something out and then not a great look. It's also not a great look for people who make a living on OnlyFans.
She priced it $20 a month.
$20 a month.
Almost immediately she got fucking backlash because I guess that's expensive. Yeah, so everybody on the website was like, hey, you don't need this money. We need this money. You're fucking like pulling traffic away from other people. And then also, I don't think she followed through on any of the things.
You're also like, you
So
as
she
Bella
lied.
Thorne, who automatically has more than like the average Joe, is essentially just like gaslighting people and lying to people who have earned their money to essentially not earn their money, to steal their money from them.
Well, yeah, she clearly just wanted a quick payday and attention, and she got it. So she won.
It sucks though, because like you said, there's people who are like attempting to make a living doing that, and they now have a worse name than they already have, because most of them are women. So automatically, if they're on the internet, it's just boob, open boob,
boob,
open boob. I think we've been talking for a while.
Yeah. Before we wrap it up, I'm gonna call you out. I'm sorry.
You gonna call me out?
Yeah.
For what?
The Spotify playlist.
What about it?
Have you added to it?
No.
Yeah, we got to do that. So we have, because we said last episode we would have it up.
Yeah, we say a lot of things that we don't follow through on.
It's true. And so we're gonna, as soon as
how many times I tell you I'm gonna suck your wiener and I don't?
It's fucking letdown, man. I keep getting excited. But yeah, so Brady will add his songs and then we'll post the link, and then anybody can add to it.
Can you send it to me?
Yeah, I'll resend it.
You sent it to me already?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put a bunch of Tyler Childers on it. Sorry. If you guys don't like country, sorry.
I think I added a little bit for everybody with the songs that I picked.
I'm putting every Ram Ranch on it.
Put on some Mason Ramsey.
But she loves me for my twang.
The song, like, unironically, is good.
Yeah, it fucking ripped Tilly's.
Also, last episode we talked about our favorite songs of the year and stuff. Try to include some of those.
Me?
Just so people, yeah,
That's
just so people can listen if they
That's
so
what I do.
choose. I'll just say the name of it because it'll be out by the time this airs. It's called Void.fm on Spotify. We'll post the link.
And a side note, you can, when you go into it, you can check people's profiles. At least
sure to
I don't know
follow
about
me.
you. I have a fucking lot of playlists. So if anybody wants,
Are they public?
yeah, if anybody wants that
Okay.
good. If
There you
anybody
go.
wants that good, hit me up.
I don't
got
have
good
very
Spotify
many.
playlists.
I don't have very many
Good.
playlists.
I want to say I'm in like the 20s or 30s of playlists.
I have that I've made. I have like 3.
Oh, dude, you gotta go.
I have a couple. I have one that you made. I have
one that I made.
yeah the
Oh,
you just made it.
the folk one.
I thought that was a lit cigarette. That's fucking dope. Yeah, and a couple just
No,
like
it's one of those Apple pens that everyone was all pissed about when they came out. They're like, "You're gonna pay $100 for a pen," and I did.
Oh, it's a stylus.
Yeah, but it's the Apple
Same.
one, which means I paid top dollar for it.
Hell yeah.
Well,
I guess that's it.
Side note before we end, you can't see it because it's on a rack over here, but my brand is dropping a collection soon. For anybody listening, make sure you keep listening, and because when it comes out, I'm gonna see if I can do something for the listeners. Give you guys a discount code.
Discount code?
Yeah, for the listeners, why not?
Horny. Are you gonna share that publicly at all? Is it just gonna be if you listen to the podcast?
It's just I'm just literally gonna tell you in the podcast. So if you guys want, I don't know how much it's gonna be, but it's gonna be a discount.
Will that be next week or the following week?
It'll be whenever the collection comes out.
So we don't know. Okay. So keep listening, and then you'll get a code.
Yeah, get a discount. And also probably that
that's
episode when
cool.
considering we have video, I'll be able to show you a little bit of what we have going on.
Oh, we should both model one. That way I can get a free t-shirt.
You're gonna be modeling them anyways. You're our model.
Yeah.
Give me a sec.
I'm a professional model. Oh, he's going.
I think I got a hoodie.
He's getting up. He's walking to his closet. This is great audio. I know it. Oh, he's already back. He's got a hoodie.
Let me move the chair.
He already said that. It's a white hoodie.
All right. We got a white hoodie. It's got the Death Wish on the back with the with the mass-produced machine press poor quality soulless garbage right on the side.
You listen to our podcast. Do you understand where we're coming from?
We got the
where he's coming from.
There's like a little bit of link.
Is that our boy?
Is our boy Travis Bickle from Taxi
Travis
Driver,
Bickle.
Death Wish. This is printed on a real nice baggy hoodie. It's good shit. We have that coming out in black with different color scheme. It's coming out in black with baby blue and white. Got this cool white t-shirt that kind of looks like a death metal tee. Got a long sleeve coming out. Got a crew neck coming out. Got a zine coming out. This is gonna be dope. We're releasing an art book for our collection, which is really cool. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna sell it, but we're gonna do it where it's gonna be like if you buy a certain amount, we'll just give it to you for free, kind of thing. Because
that's pretty tight.
We're gonna end up selling it for like nothing really, like $5 to $7, because it's probably not gonna cost a lot to make, and we just kind of want as many as humanly possible out there. Because it's kind of cool. We just threw together a bunch of shit.
I'm definitely gonna get one because that is gonna end up being a fucking dope.
I guarantee you're gonna get one for free because
from
you're in it a lot.
Hear that, folks? Getting one
Evan's
for free.
in it a lot. Yeah, see, Evan's right there. That's one of the pages. Evan's in it
There
there.
he is.
Evan's in it. Oh, you're literally right there.
You have fucking arrows and names.
Yeah. Like we got Sean here.
That's dope.
Because we have a page for everybody who like modeled for us and helped us. We got your brother right there.
That's sweet.
And then
me.
Me.
Yeah, that's something I'm definitely gonna hold on to for a long time.
There's me.
There's the boy.
The boy. It's gonna be pretty cool. I'm giving everybody a little preview of it.
Yeah, if you're listening, check out the YouTube video to see.
Yeah. You know what? This is gonna be the cover of it, which is pretty dope.
Oh fuck.
That's pretty sick.
Best photo of me ever taken.
It's gonna be that and this. This is the other cover. That's gonna be the back cover. So,
Those are the boys.
yep, the
So-
boy.
Look out for that.
I don't know. Hug your
Um,
mom.
Hug your mom.
Play some Minecraft.
If you don't have a mom, I'll hug you.
Don't have a mom, play some Minecraft. You don't have Minecraft, watch this podcast over and over again until next week. I don't know. We'll be back next week. See you
Alright.
later, boys and girls. How do I stop